What's up, guys? It's Anthony here at the Breakout Daily. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a while since I put together a video for our YouTube channel. There's a couple of reasons why. We may touch on those today, but guys, today you're going to want to tune in. I just got back a dozen books that have been hanging out at CGC for about a year. And we're going to talk about these books. I'm going to show you the books, and I'm going to talk about CGC's services and some stuff to look out for. And I'm also going to talk about CSS or CCS, their pressing service and cleaning service, some disagreements I have, and a lot more. Let's dive into the video. I'll kick it off with this. I am going to start trying to do at minimum weekly videos here on YouTube. If you guys don't know, I am an active seller on the Whatnot app, one of the best places to buy and sell comic books. It's got an incredible community. And so it's taken way more time than what I expected overall, which then didn't allow me to do videos as I wanted to do them. I want to do a San Diego Comic-Con video and a ton of other tutorial style videos talking about grading books, what I do in preparation, and a lot of other things. So that's going to be coming. But first, I got to start here with doing one video a week and see where this goes. Again, I've got a lot of stuff planned, and I intend on at minimum doing one video a week. I'm getting my bearings and everything going with the Whatnot app, and I think I've got it in a place to where I can start producing regularly. With that being said, guys, let me move my laptop back here so I can grab some of these books. So I submitted these books in September of 2021, and I just got them this week. So I got them late August of 2022, so just about a year. Now, keep in mind, this was only a part of the order. I had another large part of the order that had, I think, like 10 more books that were all fast track. I got those back about a month ago. So between both of these, it took respectively 10 to 12 months to get these books back. Now, keep in mind, this was when they were at the height of their delay. This is horrible. I recently have submitted several books and gotten them back in a timely fashion. And I think moving forward, I will continue to see that. As of today, when I'm recording this video, the turnaround time for modern regular books is 35 business days. That's the thing you got to keep in mind when you submit to CGC is business days. It says 35. That does not mean 35 consecutive days. That means 5 days per week minus a holiday, if there's a holiday somewhere in there. So in a month, 4 weeks, you're gonna get 20 days, 5 weeks, 25, 6 weeks, 30, 7 weeks, 35. So that's kind of where we're playing with that. And I am getting ready to do a submission for that. And I want to go over some of that in a different video, but I do have several other CGC boxes coming on, but this is a fun one because of this. During my submission, this was my first submission to CGC. Since then, I've done many. I've got books coming in and going and like regularly at this point. But my first submission, I sent in some high dollar books, which I don't even know if I have anymore. I think I sold all of those, from the Secret Wars, New Mutants 98, and some other books. This submission was the slow boat, and at the time I was like, I don't know what to send because it was my first time doing it, and I wanted to send some cool books that I thought were in high grade. And I had all of these books pressed and cleaned by CSS or CCS, whatever it's called. Because of this experience, and I'm actually missing a book from this stack that is coming in like 2 weeks. So we'll talk about that maybe when it comes in. With this experience, I will never use CGC's pressing and grading service again, ever. For most of my personal books or books I'm submitting, I can press here at the house. I do light cleaning, nothing heavy. I do need to get more involved with the heavy cleaning stuff. But I will never use their services again. A, it takes way too long. B, some of the notes on these books, in which we're going to go into, is interesting at best. And I think as a result of the cleaning services and pressing services, it actually reduced my potential for a higher grade. So not to say that I can't bump some of these, but these books are not worth the hassle in my opinion. So let's just dive into some books, show you guys what we got. There's no specific order. I was going to do an unboxing like everybody else, but I thought, that's not for us today. I'm going to just show you the books, talk about the grades, and a little bit about the book. So this one right here is Spawn 301. Let me take it out of the bag here. Hopefully the camera will show it. Obviously an homage to Spawn 300 and Spawn 301, or excuse me, ASM 301 homage. Super cool cover. 9.8 is the grade. This is the variant cover H. And again, 9.8. Very, very clean. Very, very nice book. So happy with the grade, of course, right? 9.8, always going to be happy. You're not going to get someone that, or at least as far as I know, you're not going to get someone that's pissed off because they got a 9.8. Another book is this guy, and you're going to see a little bit of a, that book was not a part of the grading, a theme here. This is Black Adam Endless Winter Special #1. Hopefully the camera will show you this. Boss Logic cover, one of my favorite Boss Logic covers, 9.8 as well. And if you guys don't watch me or follow me on Instagram, make sure check us out there, Break Period Out Daily. Huge Boss Logic fan. This is unrelated. Signed, same book, signed by Boss Logic when I got to hang out and meet him. And then, of course, the new Page Punchers, Boss Logic as well. But that's not a part of this. So this next book, let's see. There's no grader's notes, I don't believe, on this book as well. Let me look. No, there is not. This is still a very, very nice book. Bushman appearance, and it's a 9.4, and that is Mark Spector, Moon Knight #1. I was expecting a 9.4, 9.6. There is some goofy, like, I don't know if it's staining or just discoloration. So 9.4 I was happy with on that guy. Let me keep going here. Let me save that one for the end because that one's pretty cool. This one, I was expecting at least a 9.6 on it. And again, I don't have grader's notes, so they didn't give me grader's notes. They just gave me the book back. It's also a 9.4. This is Millar and McNiven's Nemesis #1. First appearance of Chief Blake Morrow and Nemesis Matthew Anderson. Gorgeous book. That's on that Millar spec. But I'm not sure why it got a 9.4. I mean, this is a gorgeous book. So again, I mean, that goes, I mean, to me, it's kind of ridiculous because it's like I paid for their grade, or I paid for that service, and this is damn near a flawless book, and here we are with a 9.4. I'm not going to argue it. I don't know why it's a 9.4. Should be at least a 9.6, maybe a 9.8. Here's another 9.8, X-Men #1. This is the Patrick Gleason 1 in 100. I love this cover. Another gorgeous cover. A modern spec key does okay, but it is a 1 in 100. I mean, to me, this 1 in 100, if you put these together, they are identical. Oh, I guess maybe a hair. There's like a little tiny baby hairline on the very bottom of that Nemesis. Still, it should have been a 9.6. Now let's get into some fun stuff, okay? This is where, when I saw these grades, I asked myself, what in the hell is going on? Okay, Uncanny X-Men. Let me grab the grader's notes on this one so I'm prepared. Uncanny X-Men 213. Wolverine versus Sabretooth. Psylocke joins the X-Men. Minor key. Nothing crazy about this book, but the book is in very, very high grade, and it got a 7.5. A 7 freaking 5, and they cleaned and pressed this book. Let's see if I can get it to show you guys. Classic cover, right? Wolverine, Sabretooth. This is a newsstand. The notes say this: moderate creasing on cover. This was freaking pressed, and I don't see any creasing. I don't see any creasing at all on this book. And they gave it a 7.5. This is crazy to me. A 7.5, guys. It is. It's crazy. I see slight wear on the edge of the book, but a 7.5 on this book is, well, I'm just taken back. I've sent my 8.5 New Mutants 98 had a fucking color breaking corner on it that looked not even close to this condition, and that was an 8.5. So I don't know if the guy or gal was just choosing numbers that day or what. It's just mind-blowing. Next one is Bad Ideas Tankers #1. When I got these books, some of these, it's aged, but this was when this book was super hot. This was one of those books that blew up. Everybody wanted it. And these were going for over $100 at a point. So now they're not. But anyways, 9.8 Tankers #1. Still a cool idea and concept. Bad Ideas coming back for Bad Idea 2. Maybe it'll go up in value. Here's another cool book. Told you I'm a Boss Logic fan. I was not kidding. Here is Eternals #1 Boss Logic variant. Beautiful, beautiful book. 9.8 on that guy as well. So Tankers was 9.8 as well. Here's another one I'm a little stumped on. Let me pull up the grader's notes on this. Light staining on cover. So this is a near mint copy of this book. And I have no clue where the staining is. It is all white. All the color is good. I don't see staining on this book at all. 9.0. Another really cool X-Men #5. Omega Red versus Wolverine. Second appearance of Omega Red. First appearance of Maverick. I had several copies of X-Men 4. And yeah, I don't understand this at all. So I don't even see the staining. That's the thing. And if there was staining, then it would have been done through the process of cleaning and pressing, I believe. Okay, I think it's the last like one I'm okay with, but I'm like, damn, these guys are pretty damn critical. This is Iron Man 118, first appearance of Jim Rhodes and Nick Fury appearance. Grader's notes on this book are light creasing to cover. Again, it got pressed. Light spine stress lines to cover and light staining to cover. So there's a theme here, guys. And none of these books, keep in mind, none of these books I touched with any chemicals. I did nothing to these books. That's the reason I was sending them to CGC for cleaning and services, or CCS for cleaning and services. This came back in 8.5. Not very happy with that either. But it is what they decided to make it. 2 more books to go, guys. The next one was and still is doing pretty well, I guess, to some degree, but at the time it was a fairly big book. This is Something is Killing the Children, #1, Local Comic Shop Day Edition, foil goodness. First appearance of Eric Slaughter, 9.8. Nice book, fair grade. And then the last book in the stack. And it sucks with some of these because, like, Uncanny 213 is not a 7.5. That is like a 9.0 all day long. We'll say 8.5. Let me be conservative. 8.5, not a 7.5. I don't know what the fuck they were doing there. X-Men 5, I don't know what they're talking about. I can't see what they're talking about. That should have been at least a 9.4, in my opinion. 9.2, 9.4 at least. Iron Man 8.5, I can see it. Okay, fine. This next one came out very good. Is a 9.8 contender. Is not a 9.8 though. No graders notes, but is a gorgeous copy. This is Jonah Hex 1, 9.6 from 1977. Again, not a huge book. A gorgeous, gorgeous copy of the book. And those are the 12 books that I got back from CGC. Now, I've got more books that are coming in. In fact, I've got 2 that I just got today that are not related to this. These I got from San Diego Comic-Con. Actually, maybe I'll show those later. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a different video with those. So my point of walking through this with you is A, to share some books I sent in over a year ago, but to also remind you, because I get asked this all the time, and I will be doing additional videos highlighting my thoughts on this, because there is no person that is 100% accurate on sending in pre-grades. You can get close. Most of those were pretty close to what I was guessing. A box that I had sent in got almost exactly what I assumed I would get, but it's not always going to go that way, and you have to be cautious if you're buying books from other people that are claiming it's near mint. I've got several examples, and we're going to talk through that in a different video, because I think it's very, very important for you to understand some of the grading stuff. Now, with that being said, a lot of these books, to include that 213 or the X-Men 5, the X-Men 5 especially, that's a near mint copy, or was a near mint copy. There's no spine ticks. There's barely any wear on the book. It's a gorgeous book. And apparently, to the untrained CGC eye, it gets knocked down. I believe in this instance, some of the issues that I encountered were driven from the processes that were used at CCS. I could be completely wrong, and that's okay. That is my opinion. I will no longer be using them. The turnaround time is atrocious. The costing, and then not knowing and really trusting them at this point, I'm going to parlay any further business with them. I do and will continue doing business with CGC. I think I've got like 5, 6, 7 packages en route to, or 5 packages en route at this time. 2 more are getting ready to be added, and I'm getting ready to send, what am I going to send? Like 2 or 3 more packages here within the next couple of weeks to get graded. So I'm not talking shit about any of it. I'm just telling you some of the decisions. Be aware of what you're doing. Check the turnaround times. And don't, one of the biggest and funniest things I've learned through comic collecting over the last couple of years is everybody assumes they're going to get a 9.8. Don't assume that. Your book has to be near mint, almost flawless to get a 9.8. I have, in these examples today that we talked about, and in previous examples of items, and we'll continue to. We'll go over some books that are 9.8s and 9.6s that I'm getting in here in the next week or two, and I'll show you, and you cannot, in most cases, you cannot tell the difference between a 9.6 and a 9.8, and on a lot of those books, there is no grading notes as well. So what that means for you is, while you want a 9.8, I want a 9.8 on everything, it doesn't always mean it's going to go that way. You have some options. You can pop the book and resubmit and hope you get a 9.8 then, because it's a flawless book. You believe you're going to get it. The problem with that is you can start chasing a very spendy venture, and what happens if the book comes back a 9.4? That's what you jeopardize with that. Now, on the flip side of it, you could always crack it out of the case, sell it as is, and off you go. That's really up to you. That's a personal decision. I just wanted to talk about this stuff and then highlight here in the end of the video that, yes, we will be doing regular videos. I know this is a longer one. We will be doing regular videos here on the Breakout Daily. Guys, again, I got to do some San Diego Comic-Con videos. I'm going to try to make it to Amazing Con in Las Vegas. What else do we got? We've got a bunch of CGC videos, as mentioned, talking about prepping, what books I choose, and why I choose them. We've got a lot of fun stuff that we're going to be going into as well. So make sure hit that subscribe button down below, guys. And if you're not on the Whatnot app, there's a link down below. I'll give you, I think if you use my link, you get $10 free or $15 free. $15 free. You just click the link. You can use it on anybody's sale. Doesn't have to be my sale. You can go on to anybody's sale. You will get a $15 credit. And life is good. I mean, $15 worth of free books just by signing up. You don't even have to spend anything beyond that. You can just spend the 15 bucks. You may have to pay shipping, but that's it. Go get a free $15 book. Click the link below. Check us out on Instagram at break_out daily, guys. That's what we have for you today. Again, hit that subscribe button because we got a ton of great content in the queue. We're going to, at minimum, do one video a week. In fact, my goal beyond this video today is I've got a couple of other videos kind of already written and what I want to talk about and what I want to do. So I'm going to try to shoot those fairly close in proximity for timing so I can get the schedule put back out and have weekly videos here on the Breakout Daily, guys. Thank you so much. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Thank you again. We'll catch up with you in the next video.